The thoughts and opinions expressed during this broadcast are for entertainment purposes only. They are not facts. Now enjoy the show.
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? It's episode 30 of the Not Impressed podcast. It's your boy kanesworld.
For Pete's sake.
And we back with another one. It's the Dirty 30 episode.
Dirty 30. Okay, we
Dirty 30.
30 weeks consecutive.
You know what I mean? 30 weeks consecutive, no days off. This nigga hit me up the other day and was like, maybe we should take a week off or some shit.
And he's like, nah,
fuck that. We ain't never taking no weeks off. We doing this shit for life. For the rest of your life, you better tune in on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. You feel me?
We're going to be like 60 years old doing this shit.
Not Impressed podcast episode 7,000 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like a dinosaur
You
and shit.
motherfuckers better keep going.
Teeth pop out.
And I want to tell you, if you think linking up 30 weeks in a row is easy,
It's not.
it's not.
It's not, bro. There's been plenty of days where I'm just like, I don't know about today.
Like, I worked yesterday. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, today was like my only day off. Like,
Yeah.
it's very easy to be like, you know what?
Yeah, especially when you got other real life
You
going
feel
on.
me? It's like, it's very easy to be like, you know what, bro? I just want to lay down. Because I would love to be at home right now watching a movie or some shit.
Yeah.
But I could always do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just
Remember,
for example.
we said it last week. Discipline.
Yeah, for sure. Discipline over motivation. But like I said, it was very easy. So on that note, we don't ask for no money. We don't ask for nothing but like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend,
Yes, sir.
to tell their friend to tell their girl to follow Pete. Don't follow me.
Because you don't get in trouble.
Because if they follow me, there's going to be some problems in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
In trouble for sure.
I'm not going to get in trouble. They're going to get in trouble.
You are too.
They going to get in trouble. Not me.
You're going to get hung.
Yeah. Whoa, racist.
You're racist.
That's racist. Cancel. Cancel this man. Boo this man.
Oh, man.
But you see
Boo
the jerseys.
this man. Oh, yeah.
I know you see the jerseys.
Yes, sir.
Lakers game 1 playoffs. If y'all didn't see
versus
it.
Memphis, too.
Memphis Grizzlies. Y'all seen it? Game 1.
Hot contender, dog. Hot contender.
They cool. They ain't
I mean,
great.
what are they? What's their seed?
Oh, well, they're second, technically.
Come on.
They're second. This is true when you put it like that.
Come on. They top.
It's just because they
But
also didn't have
Lakers-
Steven Adams.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, I'm going to lie. When John Morant, came down on his arm.
you're
I'm
all
like, yes.
happy, huh?
It's like,
Low key, I never want a nigga to get hurt, but I was
No.
a little bit, I was just like,
Yes.
I did
For
it
sure.
silently, you feel me? Under the
And then when I
table.
seen AD,
Oh, man.
I was like, no.
Oh,
No.
man.
Because if he goes out, bro, we going to have some problems.
And I'm going to game 3.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be there game 3, you feel
Hey,
me?
bro, if you see the camera dog, just do some crazy shit.
Hell yeah, I definitely will. I'm going to try to do a backflip or something.
Matter of fact, just pull out like a not impressed fucking.
That'd be fire. Low key, by the bar, when I went to the bar, they had the cameraman ESPN right there and shit.
Oh, word?
I kind of wanted to walk up and just be like, what's good? Be one of them drunk people.
Yeah.
What's good? Lakers in 5.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, you know what that reminds me of?
Let's get live. Lakers in 5.
That reminds me when Bridget, when Kobe passed,
Mm-hmm.
Bridget, they put a camera right in front of her face and she just froze up.
Ah, she got nervous.
Yeah.
All you got to do is say Lakers in 5 and say something that rhymes. Fries on the side, Lakers in 5.
Boom.
I'm down to ride, Lakers in 5. That's it.
But that was a good game.
Yo.
Austin Reeves, bro.
Austin Reeves went crazy. He
Went
made the
off.
last 3 buckets.
And he said, I'm him.
Shout out Big Rich. I know you watching, my boy.
Yeah, Big Rich, man.
I know you watching.
He said, I'm him.
Yeah, I'm Himothy.
Like,
Himmy
with
Neutron.
Bro, with LeBron James on the floor.
What do you mean on the floor?
I mean, that's LeBron James.
Oh, like he's taking it and LeBron's on the floor.
I'm just saying, LeBron James is there and he's saying, I'm him.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me?
Real nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga went crazy.
He was going off, bro.
That nigga went crazy.
I like the way he because the offense has been crazy.
yeah.
Okay? We watched them just stand still on that.
You seen him
previous
moving
game.
around this game?
I feel like they were moving around a little bit more,
Yeah.
but I will say that he was making it challenging because the high pick and roll. They're automatically thinking he's about to dish the ball, but he's like, fuck that. He cuts right through, where AD's at,
Yeah.
and then kind of makes it to the basket. That fool was balling out.
For anybody who watches sports, go ahead and put in the comments who you think is going to win the NBA championship. Y'all already know our votes.
Lakers, baby.
It's not hard to guess. You know what I'm saying? If you're guessing, it's a
Lakers.
blessing. You
This
know
is,
what I mean?
hey, by the way, this is 23. Okay.
If you guys got any questions, I can give you some news you could use and some knowledge you can't learn in college. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You feel
Was
me?
it Lakers in 5?
Lakers in 5, fries on the side. You know what I'm saying?
And then go fuck your wife.
What? That don't rhyme. It don't work like that. It's gotta rhyme, nigga. And then go fuck your wife.
And then go fuck your wife.
Uh-huh.
Imagine Stu Lance saying that shit.
That'd be fire.
And
2
then-
wives, Lakers in 5.
Oh, man. All right, man. Let's jump into some shit.
What's up, man?
Man, what we got going on? We got a lot of stuff today. Okay.
I'm going to start it with this, actually.
What's up? Start it, bro.
Let me ask you this.
Go for it.
If you were born 12 years ago today, how old would you be?
12 years ago today?
How old would you be?
God damn, bro. I'm not a mathematician.
How old would you be if you were born 12 years ago?
If I was born 12 years ago?
How old would you be?
I need a calculator, dog.
Nah, nigga. Just
I'll do.
Do the math.
Can I get like a landline or something?
Nah, come on. Come on.
You said if I was born 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm. How old are you right now?
33.
If you were born 12 years ago, how old would you be?
Fuck. Dun, 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 dun. Fuck. What's the number? Like 19 or something?
First try.
Bro, you fucking trolling me. You fucking trolling me, nigga.
First try.
Getting me all hot in here and shit.
I know, I'm sweating and shit.
It's hot,
I'm sweating for you. Like,
it's hot, bro.
Who wants to be a millionaire, nigga?
It's hot, bro. I'm like, can I get a landline up in here?
Is that your final answer?
Fuck, you got me, bro. You got me, dog.
You give up already?
I give up, bro. It's fucking, this is one of those little brain.
It's like, it's complicated, but it's also very simple. You know what I'm saying?
How old would I fucking be?
12, if you were born 12 years ago?
Yeah. I'm over here hot as hell. You got me hot.
This nigga over here dying. 12 years in the hot seat, my boy.
Yeah, for sure.
One more chance. Come on. If you were born 12 years ago, I'm going to give you one more chance to redeem yourself for the not easily impressed gang out here. If you were born 12 years ago.
It's like, I want to give an answer, but I just know, like, whatever answer I'm giving, like, I'm, like, not hearing the question right. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
So I'm like.
If you were born 12
and the thing is, I fucking seen this question. I seen it.
This is like
TikTok
the other one I asked you 3 times and you fucking got it wrong every time. That's crazy. Come on.
12 years ago today?
You're born 12 years ago.
Bro.
We're going to start it with some lightheartedness.
Funny.
This nigga's counting with his fingers and shit. Hold on.
Bro, I didn't graduate high school, nigga. I'm like smacked.
Me either.
I can't read and write, nigga.
Me either.
Fuck, bro. I'm gonna say fucking 15, bro. I don't know.
You'd be 12.
How?
Because you were born 12 years ago.
Oh my fucking God. Fuck you, nigga.
Oh shit. Just a little lightheartedness to start
God. I'm like literally like trying to deduct that shit and I'm still terrible at it.
Yeah.
That's the wrong number.
Don't feel bad because a lot of people do that. It's like, that's why I said it's like simple, but it's complicated at the same time. Because if you think too hard, you're thinking like, oh, I got to do this. But it's really simple. It's all in the words.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
the words, bro. It's like, and word problems weren't the best for me, dog. I need like fucking, I don't even know,
You just need
bro.
to sit down and listen to it and go like, born 12
Hell no,
years
right
ago.
now I needed to draw some pictures right now, bro.
Like, this nigga had to put a calendar with all his birthdays and shit.
I had to tally that shit off.
One birthday, 2 birthdays,
wait,
3 birthdays.
I'm like 33. Okay, 10. Okay, like, and I still was wrong.
Shit. Yeah,
like
because you've been 21 with that alone.
Bro, my math was off either way.
It's all good, my boy. You're not the only one to do that. I asked a couple people, and just like I said,
bro,
your brain.
You put me on a hot seat. I started sweating bullets and shit.
I'm sweating too. I was sweating for you.
No, it's hot. It's because of that fucking candle right there.
Your brain though, like you're so used to being tricked.
Yeah,
you're like overthinking.
Yeah, for sure.
Instead of just catching it and being.
It's almost like if an electric train is traveling south, which way is the smoke going?
North.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It has no smoke. It's an electric train.
Ah, that's good. You got me.
Got you right
You got
back.
me, this motherfucker.
Got you right back, bro.
Hey, we're gonna have to bleep that part.
You have to believe my fucking.
Nah, we leave it.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader ask question?
Hey, bleep my shit out. Hey, take that for the record.
Hey, I'm gonna next episode. I'm gonna bring some. Are you smarter than a fifth grader questions?
All right, now answer me this.
And we're gonna see.
How many hands am I holding up?
How many hands? You're not holding up any hands.
What? I'm not.
I'm just going against the grain, nigga.
I'm not.
No, because you're holding up 3 fingers.
Yeah, that's true. But it's one hand. But hey, if you guys are out there and if you ever have like drunk friends or you're at a drunk, like, you know, you're at the bar or you're with your friends, you guys all getting drunk, I swear to you, this shit happens every time you say, like, people are like, I'm not even drunk, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, real quick, you're like, how many hands am I holding up?
Yeah.
And every time they're going to say how many fingers you're holding up.
They're gonna say
just because that's what their brain goes to.
You.
And then
but see, I try to go against the grain. I'm like, you're not holding up any hands.
Yeah, that's close enough. That's better than better than nothing.
You're holding up fingers.
But that shit happens every time. Like when people are like, "Oh, I could drive." I'm like, "All right, bro. How many hands am I holding up?"
Oh, that's a good.
And then he'll be like,
right
one hand, and like, or 3 fingers.
Oh, 3 fingers.
And you're like, bitch, is one hand. I asked you.
Yeah.
And everything.
That's
you
a good
see
one.
You're too drunk, bitch. Give me the keys.
That's actually a really good sobriety test and shit.
Yeah, the police should add that.
Is that really real that when you get like pulled over, do you got to say the alphabet
backwards? I think I seen like on Cops somebody do that. They pulled me over last time when I had that show, and I was like a little buzzed. I'm not gonna lie. I don't do drunk driving. I don't support drunk driving. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
But I had a couple drinks or whatever. Probably enough to be over the limit, like by the police. But I wasn't like tipsy or nothing crazy like that. But either way, we don't support drinking and driving in any way. So I'm driving. I get pulled over. As soon as I get pulled over, they're like, "How many drinks you got?" I was like, "I had a drink." I was like, "I had a drink, but I had like 3 or 4." Yeah, like, I had a drink, so they pulled me out, and they did the whole follow the pen shit.
Yeah.
But unless I'm fucked up, like, I can follow instructions.
Yeah.
Like, basically, they're just making sure you're not moving your head. So I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, they say just leave your head still.
Yeah,
just
they say follow with your eyes. That's the instructions. Is follow with your eyes only. Okay. So if you're dumb enough to be like this, they're like, nigga, you fucked up. So I was trying my hardest. I'm like, hold it straight, like.
Man, if they would have gave that question that you just gave me,
you would have been fucked. It's because like
I'm gonna be sweating my ass off to jail.
And like I said, I was like a little tipsy, so I'm like, I just don't want them to bring out that breathalyzer. Whatever I can do to make them not bring out that breathalyzer, that's what I'm gonna do. So they said follow the pen and shit, and I was just like, I was trying to hold my body like all stiff, like, and only move my eyes. Just because I didn't want to fuck up and accidentally go like this. And
he held on to the officer.
I'm holding the officer. I'm pulling the officer with the pen like this and shit. That's funny.
No, I couldn't read the fucking if you really have to read the alphabet backwards, I couldn't read that shit if I was looking at the alphabet.
Yeah. No.
Z like
Z, let's try it. Z, Y, X. See, I gotta like say it in order. And then go backwards and forward and backward and forward backward. And that's why I say it's really good to, like, when you teach your kids, don't teach them the song.
Okay.
The alphabet song. Okay. Because when you sing them the song, the only way your brain recalls is in order.
Okay.
That's why we're so stuck in only in that order, like, because we're so used to the song.
Remember we were talking about how the alphabet only has 26 alphabet.
26 letters?
26 letters in the alphabet. And how they make up all of the words and shit. And then we started looking at other cultures. And then we thought that they were like
the same.
We thought our alphabet made up all the fucking language.
No, I told you they had more. I told you that.
You told me that.
I told you like
more.
China or Japan is fucking insane.
Yeah, you told me. I'm just saying I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that
even the curve, like the way you curve a certain thing, can mean a whole different thing.
Yeah, that like when you look at the Chinese language and shit, bro, that's alien.
That shit's crazy.
Or like Middle Eastern, like that type of like language. That shit's alien.
That shit looks like crosses, or like when I see Russian and shit.
Yeah,
that
shit's
Russian.
Insane. That shit's alien. Bro.
That shit's insane.
Alien
for sure. But like Chinese and Japanese, like because they do the calligraphy and shit. Yeah. Like if you end the letter like this, it means one thing. If you end the letter like this, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, shit's crazy.
Yeah.
But like think about when you're writing, like, are they writing whole books like that?
Fuck yeah. Like, and then they have to write it down like this.
Oh hell no.
Instead of left to right like this.
Like the Matrix, dog.
You know what always trips me out when you read like books that are like from British people and they spell shit different? Like they spell color COLOUR.
Yeah, for
shit
sure.
like that.
For sure.
I'm like, what the
Or
fuck?
like gray. How do you spell gray?
GRAY.
Some people spell it
GREY.
Yeah.
I
don't know I think I spell it both ways sometimes. I don't give a fuck.
The English. I'm only spelling like that, but maybe the Greyhound. Is the Greyhound like that?
I think Greyhound is with the Y. I mean the E.
Yeah. The thing that trips me out is some letters is like the shit just don't make sense at all.
Yeah.
Like the shit just does not make sense.
Well, once you like, for me, if I keep on repeating that word, that shit just starts to sound weird to me.
Yeah.
Like chair. I'm like, the fuck? And who made the, you know what I mean? Like what a chair is, you feel me? Like so much more questions with the fucking letters and you know what I mean?
All right, let me ask you another one.
Go
This
ahead.
one's a little more cheesy though, but
All right, dog.
fuck it, let's try it. So I'm gonna say basically an act, and then you say either addicted or not addicted. All right?
You're gonna say an act, and I'm gonna say addicted or not addicted.
Yes. If you drink too much, you're
Addicted.
if you smoke too much, you're
Addicted.
if you eat too much, you're there's only two options.
Addicted.
What woke you up this morning?
What was the other one?
Not addicted.
You're fucked either way on that question, I think.
Not addicted, I guess it's good.
But I'm just saying you're still fucked because like this morning you're addicted and wake you up.
Yeah, for sure. If you would have said addicted, that should have been hilarious. I tried, guys.
No, I'd seen that one already though. I've seen that one. They got like a rapper.
That shit's funny.
But yeah, let's jump into some shit. So there's a doctor, a computer scientist. His name is Protect Desai.
Protect Desai.
Isn't it funny? Protect
Philippe.
Yeah. He's a computer scientist from Silicon Valley. And he said, he made a tweet where he said by the end of the year, like our consciousness would be able to be uploaded on a computer. But it was interesting because basically, at first I'm thinking like, what does that mean? Like, does that mean that they're gonna fucking like somehow get a chip of all your information? You know what I mean, or what? But basically, what it is that it would be like an AI generated system where you would, you know, upload like voice notes, video of like, let's say a deceased person, one of your loved ones. You'd upload all this documentation about them, voice notes, video, documents, all that type of stuff. And then the AI will generate an avatar that will be hyper realistic to that person and have their mannerisms and like an open chat AI type shit. You'll be able to interact with them and they'll be talking to you, bro.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
It's interesting. I like that idea. You know what I mean? Cool. But because I was thinking about it, like you know, you just like I'm gonna be able to sit here and let's say talk to one of my boys that passed, or you know what I mean, like, and it would be them responding to whatever you're saying.
Yeah, but
it's crazy.
Yeah, have you seen Transcendence?
No.
Fire. Yeah, check that.
Is it kind of similar?
It's basically like he's trying to figure out how to save his wife. He wants to basically install her brain into the computer so that he could like have it forever. But like it's a dope ass movie.
I got you.
If you guys haven't seen that, check that out, Transcendence. But I was just watching some stupid ass movie on Netflix. Somebody had me watching and shit. But one interesting part of it is basically they would download your subconscious and make you into a robot. But there was different payment options. Either you could do the most expensive one where you basically have full rights to it. They have the middle one where they just want a copy of your data from your brain. And then they have the cheapest one where it's free. And they want full access. The movie's called Jung-E. I didn't even want to tell you guys the name of the movie because this shit is stupid.
Trash.
Somebody was trying to show me a movie, Jungle, and then they brought that shit up. And I watched like 75% of the movie, and I was like, this shit is stupid. But that part was
it's a cool concept,
that part is a cool concept, but it's like a Japanese movie too. Sometimes it'd be kind of trash and shit.
And it was like voiceovered?
Yeah, voiceover.
I can't watch
but
them.
I can't much either. But the quality was actually pretty good, but it was pretty trash. And it was just annoying because it's like that voiceover shit be like, they're listening to it in Japanese or looking at a piece of paper that says what it says, and then they're like saying it, but doesn't catch the same feeling as like, like it's obvious that the character is like a overzealous, like kind of cheesy guy. And then they're trying to voice that like in Japanese, it probably comes off more natural. Just like fucking Orlando Bloom was playing that guy, but the guy reading it, he's like, making a stupid ass voice and shit. You know what I mean?
The same impact.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same impact. It has the impact of somebody sitting in a room reading it off a piece of paper. You feel me? And just acting
compared
stupid.
to being in the moment and like really putting on that performance.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the cheapest.
That's why voiceover work is crazy. Like
for sure.
You know,
the free one was they get full access to your looks, your data, yada yada yada. They could fucking make you into a maid and just make a bunch of you and shit and all that type of shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting, but
I mean, it kind of ties into this whole like
for sure. So the question that rose from that for me was like, So if they copy your brain, right? They copy your personalities.
You're saying in this movie, like in that movie sense, or what I was talking about?
Both. Either way.
Because with this one, you have to like upload documentation and
yeah, this was like literally they got like from
they
your
pull
brain.
it from
Yeah.
you know.
So let's say that, right? Like, is it ever really you? I was like conversating with my friend that I was watching with, and we were basically saying like, because she was like, yeah, it's you. And I was saying like, yeah, but if they make 6 of them, how can all 6 of them be you?
Yeah.
You know, like how could all 6 of them possibly be
Yeah, for
you?
sure.
Because like, yeah, they act like you, they talk like you, they have
What's the real you?
apparently some thoughts like you, but there's no way they could be 6 of you.
Yeah.
You can't split 6 of you, like.
Yeah. I mean, that's interesting. That's
You know
interesting.
what I mean?
I mean, it's still it'll come down to like some like fucking blockchain shit, you know, like the true DNA code,
the main one
from you.
Yeah,
you know, that's what I mean. But that would be trippy. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever see something like that, bro. But
I think so.
But the AI drive right now is going crazy. You seen the AI songs?
Yeah, for sure.
Going wild.
With the AI, I don't see how they couldn't do exactly what you're saying, because it's like that thing can basically imitate a person. Like that's basically what it's doing. It's like any other code. Coding is basically
it's
like
pretty much game.
Coding is basically just like anybody who does coding, they know that a computer or any type of code is basically you make rules for it to follow.
Yeah.
So if I say this, you do this.
Yeah, for sure.
If I say ask this, you do this. And with the AI, it's just like a little bit more in depth.
And then it also seems like it's also a learning system, though.
Yeah, exactly. So it's learning as it goes at the same time, but still following certain rules. Like if they ask for this, you look from this, but then add some of that to your database so that the next time, you know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah, so this was an interesting thing. I think that I would love to see it. Like being able to like see your loved ones over and interact with them.
Fuck yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like I could literally tell you about my day and you're gonna be able to interact and give your like insight and mannerisms and stuff like that. That's wild.
I seen another movie, I forgot what it was called, but basically like they were in space for a long period of time. And so what they did was they had like a little augmented reality room where they would go into the room, and it was like a guy, and he had left his daughters at home and shit. And he was basically like, it was one of his favorite memories. Like they got a couple of their favorite memories, and then it was like an AI that they would talk to. So his favorite memory was like sitting on the porch talking to his kids. So when he walked into the room, he's just like sitting on the porch talking to his kids, but they're talking in response like an AI and shit. Would you get your brain copied if it was an option?
I would do that. I would also get like the whole cryogenic freezing and shit at death. If I could afford it, I'd do it.
Would you I wonder how much that costs. Would you want to live forever if you could?
Yeah. I would, bro.
Live forever. In the comments, tell us if you had the opportunity, would you want to live forever?
You know, I see why we can't though. You understand? Like, and I believe I got it for the insight, and it kind of made me think like this was from Neil deGrasse, or whatever the hell that guy's
Neil
name
deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah, Tyson. Like if we live forever, then we wouldn't be like kind of like so pressed to do anything. The great nation wouldn't be built. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? But so I understand like why we gotta go and shit, but I don't like it.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like it. Dog.
You ever thought about like nothing? Like I remember one time I went so deep into the rabbit hole, I just was like sitting there and I just started thinking about, because I'm like, heaven, and I'm like, hell, and I'm like,
nothing.
And then it made me really think like, what is nothing? Like a regular nothing where you still have memory. Like at first my mind went to like, you still have an idea of the life you lived and shit. And then I went to nothing, and I'm like, it's literally nothing.
Well, I think about the way I would think about that is just like with our birth. You know what I mean? Like you don't remember
anything before that, for sure,
at all. Of course, you get those stories where kids have been coming back saying that, oh, I was this person, I was that person in the past life, or like, I mean, I've seen some stories where they're pretty crazy. You know what I mean?
I've seen some where they like remember the wars in 1960 and shit.
Yeah,
and they knew some
I even seen one where they're like, oh, I was in the Twin Towers, like when that shit went down, and this is a kid talking about it. I don't know if you ever seen that.
I think I might have seen a portion,
and
he's talking about the floor he was on.
Yeah,
all type of shit.
Yeah, so those type of things, I'm like, it's crazy. But as far as nothing goes, I mean, I feel like we've been there before. in a sense, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't remember anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was nothing.
But it would like it's
You know
literally nothing.
You know what's crazy though? I asked because like it's funny because the kids are like so young, right? So I asked my nieces and nephews if they remember anything.
Yeah. What they say?
Because they're so close to that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like
Still on that age.
they're still in that age, you know. So I ask them like, do you remember anything before? Or like, do you remember God? Do you remember heaven?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember anything? And they always tell me no.
Hell no, I don't remember shit. Nigga, all I remember is I want some fucking candy, I told you, and I want to play Fortnite, you bitch.
But no, the whole idea of nothing, man, that shit is like, what do you think is more crazy though? What's more scary?
Between what?
Like there being something else after this and then there being nothing.
I'd rather there be something.
Yeah.
Just so I could remember, just so I could something.
So that's the thing though, too.
I don't want it to be over.
But what I'm saying too is like,
and we're old now, bro. Niggas is living to 60, 70. We're like, it's been life crisis time. It's time to get a motorcycle. No cappers.
I know they wait till 50. Like midlife is at this age, you know? It's just scary. I hate thinking about it, bro. I think about death so much, bro. Especially with dealing with death over and over throughout the last fucking 10 years. Like, I be thinking about it a lot to the point where like I gotta tell myself to shut the fuck up about it because I also believe in the power of thought and the power of like manifestation and shit like that. And I don't want to die.
For sure.
So I like sometimes don't even like if I start thinking about that, especially when I'm faded, nigga. Like I'm like, damn. So my thing about death though is not. It's funny what you bring up death. Like you brought up the whole idea of nothing, and I felt like we were gonna have a talk about death, and I didn't want to have a talk about death.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, there's been plenty of times I'm like, should I put this on the list? And I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing about death is just to like. I don't want it to be painful, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want it to be painful. I don't want it to be traumatic. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want my family to be traumatized. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't want to talk too much about death.
All right, what else you got for me, man?
Let's talk about some dumbass nigga named Billy McFarland. We've talked about him before.
That nigga sounds like a fuck nigga.
Let's talk about this dumb nigga right here.
Billy McFarland.
Fire Festival guy.
Oh yeah, what about him?
He is saying Fire Festival 2 is going to happen. When the fuck did 1 happen? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
How are you just going to skip 1? That's crazy.
This nigga said. And he tweeted. He tweeted this. Fire Festival 2 is happening. Tell me why you should be invited.
Bitch, because you never had the first one.
Like
this motherfucker should be free.
No, nigga, it should be free for everybody that fucking gave you that money before, dog. You going to that shit, though?
I'm scared to buy a ticket, nigga. Pretty down to go, but
it'll be fire, you know? But Fire Festival. But no, man. You seen the documentary? You never seen the doc? Oh man, check out the doc. No,
but I know the basis like that fucking this
but
nigga
check
put
it
a
out,
show. He had Ja Rule and all these people saying
but check it out,
go.
bro. No, check it out so you could see like in depth how much fuckery this was, dog.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
So yeah, that was enough for him though. I just want to kind of touch on this dumb fuck real quick. But let's jump into the teacher organizing fights, bro. Did you see that?
I did.
Bro, she over here at the fight club.
I'm like in the middle. Because if she just setting up fights, making them fight, that's a no.
Okay.
But if they're already gonna fight, then she's like, look, we gonna get in the classroom, no cameras, nobody's gonna get in trouble. I don't want you guys to, look online 5 years from now and see this video or get suspended.
From what I was reading up, she was over there like on like some Fight Club shit. First rule of Fight Club, fucking no pulling hair.
She's like, Jerry, Barry, you two, line it up type shit.
Exactly, bro. No, so I don't think it was like that, but okay, so from the research I did, she had rules of engagement, bro, okay? There was no pulling hair, 30-second rounds, all right? No screaming, no video recordings.
Some bitch ass kid recorded.
And someone recorded, and then I guess in the video, this bitch over here eating popcorn, nigga, watching them get down.
See, like me thinking about me being a kid and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like line that up.
You ever got down in class?
Not in class.
Okay.
Me thinking about being a kid and shit. I'm like, yeah, line that shit up. But me thinking about being a parent one day, I'm like, let me find out my teacher's lining up fights. If anybody's gonna line up a fight with my kid, I'm gonna line it up with my kid.
He gonna go out there like Don King.
Yeah. Come on, you been that's the nigga that been talking shit. Bro, let my kid come home and be like, oh, this kid beat me up or these two kids beat me up. Where they at? At the park? Let's roll. If there's two of them, you finna fight them one-on-one. He's gonna fight you, then he's gonna fight you.
If you see your kid get jumped by like 4, let's say your kid's like 12, getting jumped by like some 12, 13-year-olds, you jumping in?
I probably won't crack him, but I'll toss him.
I pick those niggas up like the Hulk and throw them.
I'll toss them. I meant more like smush them from the face, like grab the face.
No, I'm picking them niggas up and throwing them like fucking.
this nigga gonna throw him like fucking Jazzy Jeff from out the door and shit. That was funny.
They're gonna go right to their crib, nigga.
Where your dad at, little nigga?
Dad's gonna be at work and the son's gonna come through the roof. Boom!
You tell him, you start talking shit, all this big shit. Bring your dad. Bring your dad. Their dad comes, he's like 6'7", fucking.
He's like Debo and
he's
shit.
fucking a UFC fighter. Get the strap. Hey, CJ, go get the strap, nigga.
Oh, man.
I'm not about to get embarrassed in front of my kid.
Yeah, so this teacher was over there just running it up. She was probably taking bets. There was probably like some bookies and all types of shit.
Who got 2 hot Cheetos? 2 bags of hot Cheetos. 2 bags of hot Cheetos on Ryan. Ryan, 2 bags of hot Cheetos. Come on. Set it up.
Oh, man. That shit was wild.
Talking about kids, though, what always gets me is like old names for kids.
Like what?
Like Gertrude.
Bartholomew.
You never seen like a younger person named Gertrude? Or even like a 23-year-old named like Gertrude or Lupita or some
like
shit.
Ethel.
Ethel. I haven't seen too many Ethels.
Ethel's an old ass name, bro.
For sure. But what's one that you've seen like a younger person? Any like Gertrude, if you see a 22-year-old Gertrude, that shouldn't make no sense.
I ain't never heard that fucking name until right now.
That's crazy.
I ain't never heard that. Shit. Have I seen any names? Nah.
Lupita.
I mean that's just a
Rosalia.
That's a religious thing.
Rosalia.
I mean, I definitely what I fucking crack up on is the hunters and the fucking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Tylers and.
I'm sure I know some niggas I work with or something with some hunters or some shit. Little Hunter.
Hunter's funny as hell.
This is Arrow. Like, what the fuck?
No, speaking of names, bro, have you seen Nick Cannon and his fucking kids' names, bro?
Oh, did you see how he couldn't name it? He forgot one. But they were kind of throwing him off too, though. They were like talking and shit while he's trying. He's like,
yeah,
Jonathan.
He was at 5 and he had to go back and shit. Like, wait a second, let me go back.
When I said these 5 already, right? He's like, that's crazy.
But no, I think one of them's name's like Golden and Legendary and shit. Like, this nigga's naming his pet fish, dog.
This nigga's just running out of names. He's like, fuck it, let's do.
He just gets the dictionary. He's like, right here.
You know what? I always like lavender. Let's do lavender. Today.
Lavender Rose.
Lavender Rose. Nigga, that's a Bed Bath & Beyond fucking...
Lavender Rose Cannon. That's like some shit from
Bed Bath & Beyond fucking Body Works.
Bed Bath and Body Works for sure.
For sure.
For sure. Oh, man. What do you got, man?
So did you see recently Blueface went viral talking about that any woman who's basically selling OnlyFans or anything like that is a prostitute?
Yeah, I did see that.
What you think about that? I mean, by definition,
he's correct. But I mean, honestly, not everybody on OnlyFans is fucking. You feel me? Like, a lot of the smart ones to me are doing a little bit more risque and still getting paid.
All right, so like there's no streets like, let's say Fig or Sepulveda, you know, there's women walking down the street trying to get picked up, shit like that.
Yeah.
There's no street for niggas like that. Niggas can't walk around and a female pull up.
I know.
And be like, hey, Papi.
Let's start that shit.
What's up, girl? What you need? I got you.
Let's start that shit.
So let me ask you, if there was, would you be out there?
If I could be a hoe, I would, man.
All right, let me ask you this. If there was a street for men to be out there to sell it, how much would you charge?
I'm a cheap date, nigga. Nah. Shit. I mean, going rate is about what?
What'd you charge a nigga?
I'm trying to figure it out, man. I'm a high class nigga, so let's see.
This nigga.
We could do like a grand.
A grand? This nigga's Fucking damn, nigga. This nigga got that fucking gold member dick.
Exactly.
Your faja.
Screw it.
You can call me your faja. Like, this nigga opens his pants and that shit just starts glowing and shit. That's crazy. I said 200. Niggas thought I was tripping.
I'm just capping, bro.
Well, what did you charge, nigga? Damn. I'm trying to sell your dick to some bitches.
They got my meat on the market.
I got on the market. Hey, tap in if you want to shit. Tap in with me. I take 10%.
Drop a fucking eggplant emoji.
Drop an eggplant if there's some females on here. I wonder how many.
With a rocket.
I wonder how many females are on here. Even though I know y'all ain't gonna comment, comment. But if you're a female watching this, please comment. I'm curious, like, how much of the gang is females.
Shit, it's like 17%, something like that.
Drop a comment. Let's see.
But yeah, I mean 200 ain't bad. That's the going rate, right?
I don't know, nigga. You tell me what the going rate is, nigga.
You know, nigga.
This nigga knows the whole going rate and shit. He's like, that's the going rate in the market right now. Market price per pound.
Market cap.
Market price is about
1 pound fish.
Is about $4 per pound.
This shit went out. Yeah, I think 200 good. Hell yeah, because I run that shit up, nigga.
I asked a bunch of my coworkers and they're like, nigga, I'll do that shit for free. I ain't charging shit. I'm like, damn, you niggas some hoes for sure. You guys ain't even good at hoeing.
You get that?
The fuck? I just told you could charge. Niggas,
they're like, nah, we'll give it for free.
Niggas gonna fuck up the whole market value. I'm gonna be out there charging 200. They be like, that nigga said free. Fuck it, go him.
Speaking of that shit, bro, I seen this one thing back in the day because HBO used to be pushing the limit. I ain't gonna lie.
They used to go crazy.
HBO used to push the limit, dog.
I be watching that shit late night with the previous button ready to press and shit. Just waiting, just in case. Previous Cartoon Network. Nick at Night.
For sure.
The Amanda Show.
Like dick just got off the, like hand just got off the dick.
Laying on my stomach. Mom.
I
was sleeping. I left the TV on. I'll turn it off right now. I'm gonna watch this. Nigga, you ain't watching shit, you little freaky nigga.
Oh man. Yeah, so they had this they had Real Sex on there, it was called.
Fuck yeah.
Remember that shit?
This was lit.
And they had like an episode where it was like exploring the street life, like the streetwalkers and shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
And there was just this one funny ass nigga that pulled up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, two girls come up like, oh, what you need? He's like, all right, well, I want some head from you, and I want you to eat my ass.
That's crazy.
And then she goes, well, there's gonna have to be a condom on my tongue. He's like, I don't care, as long as there's some asshole eating.
That's crazy. You seen the one nigga? It was like on Instagram, and he asked the girl, he's like, what's up? How much? He's like, what you gonna do for $100? She's like, anything. He's like, you wash my car?
Shit.
She's like, hell no, I ain't washing no car. He's like, bitch, you'll give head, but you won't wash a car.
That's crazy. So,
and 95% of them probably feel the same way.
That's crazy.
Like, nigga, washing a car sounds like more work than giving you head. I could sit right here.
For sure. That's crazy.
You want me to get wet, wipe your shit,
move sweating and shit.
Move your shit. I got more work to do, nigga.
So I mean, I ain't never picked up on a hoe like that. I'll be honest with you. Do you think that if they're charging more,
Cap.
Nigga, I ain't lying.
If they charging more, what?
Nigga, I ain't lying. Maybe. No.
That it's better. That it's less.
Yeah, like, is it? Does is it higher value pussy right there? You feel me?
If they're charging more, higher value, it could go both ways. Cause low-key, I had a girl in the strip club tell me one time, she was like, "Hey, Danny, mama, we're chopping it up."
Yeah.
She's like, "So, like, what are you trying to do? Like, let's hang out after and shit." And I was like, "What's up?" She was like, "It's $1,000."
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
And like in that case, I feel like they gonna go for the highest that they think they could get.
Yeah.
And you gotta like work them down. You know what I mean? It's like you going to buy some at the flea market. You gotta. Yeah. They start at 20. You're like
my negotiation skills are on point.
Mm-hmm. You go from 20, get it down to like 16. You feel me? But she said a rack, and I looked at her. I said, "Do I look like the type that pays for pussy?" Yeah, and she was like, she got stuck, and she was like, "No, but that's why I was just asking about what you were trying to do."
Yeah.
And so I was like, before I pay you $1,000. I got a lot of women in my life that could use some money. I'll give them some money first.
Damn.
I got a grandma, I got a mom, I got a sister. I'll throw them a couple $100 before I pay you a rack.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's funny, man. That's funny.
I was like, I'll go to Food for Less and find somebody's Thea and get it going before I fuck with that.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I never fucking experienced that shit. I honestly, niggas is wild out there to be, you know, to be able to just walk up and shit. Like, I'm too paranoid, nigga.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
STD, like the woman been out there doing her thing all day. You know, no shame to her. Like, hey, they got to get it how they got to get it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I ain't looking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't looking for that.
I didn't see what state it was, but did you see that recently? A mom was a surrogate for her son. What do you think about that?
That's weird as fuck.
What do you think about that? I need to do a little more.
I mean, all they're doing is inserting
his semen in her egg.
I mean, it still sounds terrible.
It sounds crazy.
It sounds like Year One. You ever seen that movie?
The one where they're like in fucking
caveman and shit.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
Where he talks about like Jack Black talks about laying with his mother.
Oh shit! No,
and that was him having sex where he's like, "You think it's not going to be awkward the next day, but it is."
Yeah, for sure. I bet you fucking weirdo. But I don't.
This is crazy.
So I got to do a little bit of research. Forgive me for.
Oh shit.
Forgive me for being ignorant here, but so I don't know. So obviously, already like a large amount of the DNA is going to be within and I think they put the wife's eggs in her or something.
Yeah,
as well.
That's what they do.
So
they put the wife's eggs and then they put his semen.
Yeah. So the wife's eggs is holding DNA. A large portion, maybe all of her DNA. I'm not sure. That's the part where I say I might be ignorant.
I forget what it is. It's what is the X chromosome, Y chromosome? You know?
I don't know exactly how it breaks down. So, like I said,
forgive me. Come on, Dr. King.
Forgive me for being ignorant, y'all. But so, and I could try to figure it out, but I'm gonna be sensitive, so I'm not even gonna try. No, cool. But forgive me for being ignorant.
I don't know the answer.
I don't know how much, like, because I'm saying if I think hard, I could remember. But let's say this: if the woman's egg is the daughter-in-law's, and then it's the husband's semen, a majority, if not all, of the DNA at that point is theirs. But my question is, how much of your DNA is like growing within you during that process? Like, is your body just a holder at that point? Or is it like drawing anything from the body as it's growing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know you're feeding it.
Yeah, like, is it just nutrients or is it actual like DNA?
Exactly. Code? Is it just a shell that it's inside, or is like some of it coming from the mom?
I don't know.
That's what would make it weird.
But if it is, it could cause problems, right?
With like defects and shit.
Yeah. Because
I mean, I guess technically,
I heard that it like as far as like people that commit incest and have children, that like they have like mental issues and
more
deformities
for sure.
And things like that.
For sure.
That shit's odd. I mean, I would never dare do that.
But then again, if you're like, girl can't get pregnant, this is the only option, and they tell you, hey, no DNA is coming from the mom at all. It's all gonna be.
It's probably normal. I mean, I think that they're doing it because I think that's the case.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have no effect.
But I'm just saying, it sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy.
It sounds wild. I don't know if I would partake in that.
Unless they tell me scientifically, for sure, there's nothing in it. I'm like, fuck it. I guess we got to do it. But it just sounds crazy.
Sounds crazy. What about on Shameless? I mean, I believe on Shameless. Remember that show?
Mm-hmm.
One of the women on there one of the characters on there wanted to have their boyfriend smash their mom.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
I mean?
Like, just have sex with her, and he's like, no. Like, he ends up having sex with her, I think.
I don't remember, but would you do that if they're like, hey,
smash my mom?
Yeah, my mom. Like, just
fuck it, baby.
If mom is bad,
fuck it, baby. If that's what you want to do, let's do it. What if she's not bad though?
He's gonna be like, I don't want to do it, but
imagine you see,
like playing it off. Like, you sure, baby?
Are you sure that's what you want to do? Hey, but imagine the next family party and shit, and the dad's just like looking at you and shit. You're like, hey, could you pass? The mom's like, Papi, can you pass me the salsa? Oh yeah, I got it. We both reach for it.
Shit.
We both reach for it.
Shit, dude. That's funny. That leads me. You were gonna go ask me something else or no?
No, go ahead.
All right, so that leads me to the out of pocket segment, bro. Okay. So let me paint the picture for you, bro.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You're in a club. you notice this woman, attractive woman, looking at you, and you know she does the double take, you know, triple take, and you're like, okay, I know. So you go up, and you guys vibe, and you guys hit it off well. Feel me? You guys are kind of vibing, like, but you never get up. You feel me? You just chilling at the table. And then, you know, closing time comes and she's like, hey, I want you to, you know, come back to my crib. So then you notice like the staff bring a wheelchair.
This motherfucker.
And you see her proceed to hop on that bitch.
I'll help her onto that motherfucker. Pick her up like a baby like this here. Put her in that
She's bad.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
You go.
I don't even want to say what I want to say. I don't even want to say. But that motherfucker gonna be looking like a Wetzel pretzel.
Nigga,
that's crazy. Why you doing this to me, dog? That's funny.
You gonna tie the legs together like a fucking bow?
Oh man, that's cool. Nah, that's excessive. That's excessive.
You said it. You said pretzel, nigga. When you think of pretzel, it's tied together.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
Bro, I'm gonna use that wheelchair as a prop. It's like gonna be like a swing.
Nigga, oh my god.
I'm lifting that legs up, nigga, and just using the chair. Rolling back and forth.
I'm gonna roll back and forth. You know, some people can do the wheelie and shit. You do the wheelie.
Bro, I used to know how to do that. I mean, I could do that.
I could do that too. Like, they would be like, don't play in it because then you're going to get hurt.
Yeah. I'll be in the hospital just doing wheelies down the little.
No, I for sure do that before.
Hey, man. It's a little out of pocket.
Yeah, it's all jokes.
It's all jokes, man.
It's funny. Let me ask you a question then, out of pocket while we're here.
Go ahead.
So, let me paint you a picture.
Go for it. You
go into the club. You meet a girl. Fine. Whatever. You get towards the end of the night. She's like, I want to bring, I got a girlfriend. I'm going to bring her with us.
Okay.
Like, she wants to come with us.
And
you're like, all right, bet. Girlfriend walks up. So, I don't know the terminology we're allowed to use these days.
I know, right?
I know the D word is not nice.
Okay.
Rhymes with bike.
Okay, she's a masculine.
We'll say, yeah, masculine. Let's do that. Good thinking, because I was going to say something else.
She rhymes with bike, yo, so that was enough.
No, I was going to say,
like Smith-Morrison.
I was going to say something that rhymes with hush. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to say it. I don't know if that's still on the, like, go, but let's, all right. But, masculine. So she's masculine. Yeah. Okay.
But she dressed like a male.
Dressed like a male. Looks a little more masculine. Not as good looking as her girlfriend.
Yeah.
Were you still going home with him?
That's just odd. I mean, it's a little weird. But she fine?
Who? Which one? The one
like
you met.
She dressed like a man, but like, you feel me?
Like she's not fine. She's not fine. She's got masculine traits.
I couldn't probably do either way, honestly. Because I would be,
What do you mean either way?
Like, even if she, like, I could tell she has curves and all that stuff.
Well, nah, there's some that be having curves under. It's like, hold up, when you
That's what I'm saying. But I feel like it depends on probably like the demeanor though too.
That's true.
And she's like, hey, what's up? Like we go
she's got a fitted cap on.
If she like young M.A., you feel me? Like
she got a fitted cap on and shit. She's like, what's up, nigga?
Yeah, like you know what I mean? The lingo.
So you trying to hit tonight or what?
She's like grabbing her shit like she got some there.
Ah shit.
You know?
Yeah. That was the out of pocket. That was the out of pocket section.
I guess so. Hey, out of pocket, not a press podcast. Let me talk about this though. So, you seen that guy that did surgery to be taller?
I seen the headline.
So, from my understanding, he did surgery to become taller, bro, and he still was short.
That's crazy. Like he didn't get taller at all.
He was like, I think like 5'4" or something like that, and then he got to 5'7" or some shit.
Oh yeah, 3 inches, my boy's in there. Put some platforms on. He's 5'9" now.
He spent 160 though, 160K to do this.
It's not worth it, my boy. It's already too late. If you're 5'4" and you only get to 5'7", like if you're 5'9" and you get to 6 foot and that makes you feel a little better, that's on you. But 5'4" to 5'7", nigga, you still off the list.
Yeah, he did it because of whole dating scene and shit.
He just wanted to go to Six Flags and be able to ride the rides and shit. He's like, fuck it.
I honestly just would have added it down there, dog.
Everybody could use the extra 3, you know what I'm saying?
I would put those 3 inches there, like, come on, nigga.
Extra 3 never hurt nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was like, damn, 3 inches would be horrible.
Come on. He over here putting on his knees and shit. Like, bro, just pull out the tool and then she's going to be like, oh, shit, wait a second, you know?
Fuck how tall this nigga is.
All right. So I seen this story too that kind of cracked me up. So two former like Oklahoma COs,
Mhm.
they got in trouble and shit and actually got charged like and they have to do probation and they can't even do law enforcement
For
anymore
what?
because they were as a form of punishment
Mhm.
playing Baby Shark
What is
for
that?
the inmates.
What is that?
Baby Shark, shark, da, 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 da,
Oh,
da.
they were just playing it over and over and over and over?
Like
Damn.
some torture shit, bro.
That's crazy.
I mean, that was like one of the things that stuck out to me that was hilarious, you know?
Mhm.
But they did other things like have them stand in the fucking corner for hours upon hours, you know what I mean? Shit like that, you know?
Damn, these niggas got a bunch of badass kids and they just going to work and doing what they do for
I mean, that's what it is though, bro. You ever watch 60 Days In? It's a bunch of big ass kids, bro.
No, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, the cop, like, these niggas got kids and they're just like, oh, my kid pissed me off at home. I made this
I'm
nigga
gonna take
just-
it out on this
I
nigga.
made this nigga sit on timeout, and then he does the same thing to the inmate. He's
Yeah.
like, this nigga's always playing Baby Shark. I'm finna play. That shit drives me crazy. It's crazy too, cause like all the worst things that fucking some of these COs be doing and shit,
Yeah.
and they're just
Chilling, doing
chilling and shit.
these niggas play Baby Shark and they can't work in law enforcement no more.
Yeah, they do say that's like up there with serious torture though. Like that you're not allowed to do is basically like I don't even know what that shit's called, but when you play something over and over, basically to irritate them, and then you don't give them no water. Oh, you do it to not let them sleep. Sleep deprivation.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you
for sure.
sleep deprivation, and you leave the same thing on, and then you don't like feed them and shit.
Yeah, that's gonna make people go crazy.
You seen that Waco, Texas documentary?
No, I haven't seen it.
That shit's crazy, bro. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's the Waco documentary. Basically, bro, it's about this guy. He like had his own cult. I forgot his name, but he has his own cult. But there's like 300 people living there. Like it's a whole plot of land, like a farm and shit.
Oh, I was gonna start watching that one. I didn't watch it.
And they have ARs. They have different. They have Uzis. They got.
Yeah.
They even got grenades. So
Shit.
So how this guy came into power, he was like younger. He left his family. He went to go. It was already there when he got there, like in the 80s or 60s or
Okay.
some shit. So he gets there, and the main leader is a woman, and she starts liking him and shit, basically grooming him and shit. So she dies, and when she dies, her son tries to take over, but he also wants to take over. So he ends up shooting the son. The son gets injured, leaves, and when he leaves, he comes back. And so like basically everybody in the cult thought he was like the return of Christ and shit. Like
Damn.
they thought he was the Messiah.
Yeah.
So they were doing anything for him. And then it got to a point where, you know, they usually start, oh, you can't have sex with your husbands no more. And you can only have sex with me.
Yeah.
Some of these people are like, at that point, like this one lady, she leaves, but she leaves her daughter and her husband.
Wow.
And then he starts what seemingly looks like grooming the daughter.
Yeah.
But like, supposedly he didn't hook up with none of the younger girls, but he definitely seemed like he was grooming them.
Yeah.
So how they ended
I've
up,
definitely heard stories of that like that before.
yeah, for
like,
sure, a lot of
and
cults,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So how they ended up, like the ATF and the feds wanted to kick down their doors. Basically, there was a postman who went to go deliver some mail, and when he delivered a box,
Yeah.
a grenade fell out the box.
Oh shit.
So once he did that, they had reason to get a
go over
warrant
that,
and shit.
Yeah.
So they had all started getting ready. The ATF, they're finally gonna go that night and shit. And before they go, somebody, I think it was either a police officer or somebody that worked where they were like getting ready at like a restaurant or some shit,
Mm-hmm.
actually is from that little cult and shit.
Okay.
And so he goes back and tells everybody
That they're coming.
that they're coming, and then they get news that they're coming,
Yeah.
that they know they're coming,
Yeah.
and one guy tries to call it off, and the leader's like, nah, hell nah. And then so they go, bro. They couldn't get in the first day. They
Yeah.
lose like, I think like 6 cops died.
It was like a whole shootout. And
It was a
everything?
shootout for
I
like,
gotta see that shit.
bro, it's hours and hours
gotta
and
see that
hours
shit.
and
I gotta
hours
see
of a
that.
shoot. I think it's like a 6-hour shootout. But the whole thing of the thing, it was like a 37-day standoff.
Damn.
And the end is crazy.
Yeah. Don't. You already went a little too much.
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it.
The end is
Hey,
crazy.
I'm gonna call you Mr. Spoiler, motherfucker.
No, I didn't
'cause you
spoil
be-
shit. I just told you basically it's a
bro,
cult.
Alex Murdaugh, you're like, he did this and this and this. And he just nigga told the whole story.
Hey, I gotta, I didn't tell too much. I didn't tell what actually happens with the standoff and shit.
I know.
But yeah, it's just
Because
crazy.
I wouldn't have even known about a shootout.
Yeah, I just
Thank
busted
you.
you. That's the first, but that's the first. That's the first 15 minutes.
It was fucking
That's
shit.
day one. You feel me?
That shit's wild.
And there's like 42 days, I think.
Yeah, that's a little different because they had a whole shootout. But there was I forget the freaking cult leader, man, but he wound up making his whole cult like drink poison and shit.
And they all died?
Yeah. You ever seen that story?
I kind of remember the poison part.
I forget what it might be. Jim Jones or some shit.
Yeah.
Some white man, bro. Like he had his whole like cult like drink this shit, bro.
Yeah.
And they went over there and like everybody was all dead. Like that was a crazy documentary, bro. They're showing people dead right there, just out from that.
Most of the time, the crazy part too is like a lot of these cult leaders, they use religion and they use religious people to get them in because, you know, not knocking religious people.
All of religion is kind of culty though.
I guess there's culty vibes. Yeah, there's extremes and shit. But the main reason I think that they go for the religious people is because, and not knocking any religious people, but the main thing is like
the vulnerability. I think.
No, it's the. No, I lost what I was gonna say. It's the the faith, like following faith.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna believe something even though they've never touched it, seen it, anything. They're willing to like die for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like being vulnerable to like
susceptible. Yeah, for sure. To like following and shit.
Yeah.
And then they I feel like they prey on that shit and then, you know.
I never have like I mean, I don't want to get into religious talk too much, but like I like talking to people when they're like if somebody's religious and like really into their faith, like I enjoy speaking to them if they can like give me their own philosophy on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like break it down a little bit more in their terms and not give me what they just read off the page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I appreciate on speaking to people that are into that stuff. You know, let's like you mentioned something about this whole like the whole shootout thing, man.
Yeah.
So did you know that Australia in the 30s, bro, went to war?
I think I heard something like that, but I didn't actually study it.
Bro, they went to war. Guess with who?
Who?
Emus.
With the emus?
They went to war with fucking emus. You know what those are? They're like almost like ostriches. They had like 100,000 emus that were like tearing up like farmlands and shit. So the military had a whole operation to get these niggas and kill them.
That's crazy. I gotta look into that shit. This sounds interesting as fuck.
As soon as I seen it, I was like, this gotta be fake. So I want to go look at it, and it was real as fuck. And the funny thing is though, they had lost. Like some
lost
battles.
To the emus?
Some battles.
The emus were fighting back or what?
I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
It was just too much for them to handle.
I know they got a documentary on this shit.
It was funny. I think I came across it like some comedian had mentioned it on like one of his stand-ups. So I'm like, that gotta be like, I'm like, is this guy just making this up?
Yeah.
I go look and it was real, dog.
That's crazy. I had to check that shit out. That shit sounds hard.
I think it was like a 2-day battle or something like that, or a few days or something like that, because it was like hundreds of thousands of them.
I heard that there's actually a lot of racist people in Australia, which I didn't expect. I expected them all to be nice.
I like never hear nothing about Australia.
That's why. I would have expected them all to be nice. I've heard that Sydney isn't bad.
Yeah.
But that if you go like into more of the rural areas, like it's like old school racist type shit.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah, I could imagine.
But talking, what were you gonna say?
No. Go ahead.
But talking about documentaries, I did just see one by Vice. It's what it feels like to be hit by a nuclear bomb.
Oh,
that shit is crazy. So basically, in the
I gotta see that.
In the 60s or the 50s, the U.S. Army is testing the nuclear bombs on an island. We were just like blasting an island over and over and shit.
Yeah.
So they took some military men out there. They got them all to sign up for the secret program. Took them out there, and basically they just had them open in the boat.
Oh, and let it go off.
And let it go off right on the island.
I've seen footage of that before.
Bro, so if you haven't seen the document, it's pretty dope because like they couldn't talk about it for like 50 years or some shit like that. Yeah. So now all these dudes are like 80, 90 years old. Like a lot of them survived. Some got cancer, but a lot of them actually survived and shit.
Yeah.
And they talk about how it feels when you see it and what you see. Like, because all they told them was close your eyes.
Okay.
They're just like, close your eyes because the light's going to be bright. And they said that they could see with their eyes closed, they could see your bones and shit.
That's interesting.
Like,
because they're like almost like an X-ray.
It's almost like an X-ray, or also what it could be is just the light is so bright. Like, you know, when you have your eyes closed, but like you're looking in front of the light and shit, and you could still see your hand and shit.
Yeah. Because
like it's just the eyelids. It's like
I'm
a sheer cover.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
I'm like.
It's
right,
just,
I see it's there.
It's just a sheer cover.
It's like you can see more light be exposed.
Yeah, like if the light was bright as shit,
Yeah.
You could literally make out what's happening, but it's so bright that I could have my eyes closed, looked at you, and see through your body and see your bones because that light now is going through you too, just like your eyelids doing the same shit basically.
Yeah.
But it's so bright I could see through both at the same time.
That's insane.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, there's one guy in there. He's all sad and shit, and like it was pretty sad because like the only thing he was sad about was that I guess they all came back sterile.
What does that mean?
Like they can't have kids.
Oh, okay.
So he came back just like,
damn.
Yeah, so that was his saddest thing. Like he was with his wife and shit, and he's just like, you know, that was the worst part. I could never have a son. A lot of these dudes
fried that shit, huh?
Bro, fried eggs, my boy, fried huevos. Fucking this nigga is fucking 22, 23, you know, not knowing.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know,
and they were in the military too?
Yeah, they're like in the Army or the Navy.
Wow. I think so. I seen that footage. They're like sitting on a boat, and it like just fucking the bomb goes off.
Yeah.
And like
it's not that
like,
far.
Yeah, and it's just like it's like almost orange and fucking like.
Yeah, that shit's insane.
That's crazy. I think I might have said this before, but like back in the day, during 4th of July, we had met these white boys and shit in Simi Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Like just randomly, like, hey, you want to help us like dig some holes? I mean, that's kind of crazy coming from a white person, right? You think, where's the body?
Your ass up. You were the body, nigga.
I know, right? I'm like, where's the body? But they're like, oh yeah, we make fireworks and shit. And we like do this big old thing for 4th of July. Bro, go in the room. The whole room is just like full to the ceiling, bro, with fireworks. Okay?
Yeah.
But they were also making their own fireworks that they called them salutes. And it was basically like a mix of like shotgun powder and shit like that. And like they would put it in like the same kind of paper that you put in the bags for like gifts. What is it called? Gift paper or whatever the fuck. And they would make these big ass balls of these things with long ass fuses and shit. And we wound up digging up some holes and putting these big old PVC pipes in there. That's what they're called, PVC.
Yeah.
And dropping these things in the floor or whatever, and letting them go, bro. And these things would go in the air, and then all of a sudden you just see like this big ass white flash, bro, just like
bright
as fuck, bro. Boom, like a big ass explosion, bro. And like setting off all the car alarms and all that shit, bro. They lit a bunch of those that night.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they taught me how to make a whole M80 and shit, bro.
I told you. I don't know if I was on the podcast, but I told you about the time I put an M80 in a what was it? Fucking porta potty.
No.
Yeah, I was probably like 16, 17.
Like inside the shit.
Yeah.
So like in the hole.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I'm on my boy logo right here out of nowhere. He has a bunch of M80s. He's like, first we threw one out the back window. So like I lived in an apartment and fucking on the second story, and then like if you look out the back, it's like parking and shit. And we fucking threw that shit, threw it out. That was my first time seeing an M80.
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit was so loud. I didn't expect it to be that loud, nigga, because that was my first. I knew that it was crazy, but I never actually experienced it.
Yeah.
So that shit said, boof. And all the car alarms just going on. And everybody started coming outside. So we came outside like, what the fuck was that? Acting like we
playing a part like, what the
fuck was that? You know, type shit. So then later, like me and him ended up going to the swap meet. So we go to the swap meet. And he's like, you're not down throwing in the porta potty? I was like, fuck it. And so he put up to the porta potty. I open it right across from the swap meet, the Panorama swap meet.
Yeah, right there.
And fucking, I open that shit, spark it up, throw it into the fucking, into the toilet. I jog back to the car, hop in. We start driving up a little bit, look back. That's just so, poof, and you just see all the water shooting out the top and out the front. Nigga, that shit was funny.
Oh, you guys are wild, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I mean, we don't want to associate the two, but did you see that documentary about the Boston marathon bombing?
Nah, I didn't.
Okay. So you already know what happened though.
Yeah.
So, but what's interesting about it, bro, you got to watch it, man, because something happens. I thought it was like, okay, the bombs went off, boom, boom, which was terrible. They were like pressure cooker bombs, and they had like metal and like nails in there and shit, bro, and that shit blew up. And like,
they put what do they call that shit? Shrapnel,
yeah, shrapnel, fucking nails and all types of shit, and it just exploded. One exploded at the finish line. I remember I watched that live.
Yeah, I didn't see that live. You seen it explode and everything?
Yes,
that's crazy,
bro. I was watching that shit. Like I just randomly came across. I'm like, the Boston Marathon. I never. Okay, whatever. I'm watching it, and that shit, the first bomb went off, boom, on the like towards the finish line, and then the second one detonated like probably like 200 feet back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, okay, that happened, and it ended up being two brothers that did this.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought like they caught them and that was it, bro. I didn't know
they didn't catch them for a while or some shit. No, one of them they couldn't find.
It was like 85, 86 hours later or some shit. They found these people or whatever, right?
Okay, yeah.
But I don't want to spoil too much and shit. But there's an event that happens afterwards, bro, that I had no idea happened. Like I thought that like they found out who these guys were. They arrested them. Boom, boom.
Tell us what happened.
Nah, I'm gonna leave it on like that. You guys just go watch that shit.
We gotta watch that shit.
I don't want to spoil it, bro. Like, there's another event that happens. I'm like, these niggas were crazy, bro. Like,
watch that shit.
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
For sure.
Oh, I got anything else? Oh yeah, let's jump into this real quick. So they have arrested a tech exec for the murder of Bob Lee,
the Cash App CEO.
Have you read into it at all?
I haven't read into it. I seen that though.
Okay. So basically the guy's name is, and I'm probably gonna fuck it up, Nima Momeni.
Nima Momeni.
The
Nemo hose.
So he's accused of killing him with a kitchen knife, man. And the thing is that they know each other, and they were actually hanging out the day prior, and allegedly there was a conversation between him. Like, I'm like, how do they got all this? I think they got it from like a friend that was at this party with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, that Nemo was having a conversation with Bob Lee about like his sister, Nima's sister,
mm-hmm.
about whether or not they're like doing drugs
mm-hmm.
or anything inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing like hooking up or something like that.
Wait, with his own sister?
No. Nima was confronting Bob about that.
About doing drugs with his sister.
About with his sister and stuff. And like, I mean, this is allegedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, like I said, this was the previous day. So the next day, the day of the actual stabbing, they have footage of him like driving to a secluded area, and he allegedly stabs him 3 times, and then like leaves him for fucking dead. Or whatever.
So they drove together to that area.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I still think is all fishy and shit, bro. You know what I mean? But they always say it's the people you know. You know what I'm saying? So.
For sure. A nigga don't want him fucking with his sister. He got a sister on drugs. I might hurt a nigga too.
Allegedly, though.
Allegedly.
You know, that's a story. I mean, they concocted this story up.
Like, the quick, like a week.
Pulled it out their ass somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But.
You seen they got that Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz fight set up now?
Oh, yeah.
What you feel about that?
Okay. So I said a statement back fucking feels like a century ago already. But I said that Jake Paul was going to be like, take him serious. This nigga gonna be fuck that motherfucker, bro.
Why?
Because honestly, he fucking loses to an actual boxer and runs back and tries to fight a washed up MMA fighter, dog. So fuck you, Jake Paul. You're gonna fucking just continue to be.
You should have came back with a solidified fight, huh?
Yeah, bro. If you would have came back with a solidified fight, like I'm still in the race with you, nigga.
I'm not
but
playing.
Now, fuck you.
Hey, he got one more chance though. Maybe he just needs to tune up one more time. He's like, let me get. Okay, look, I agree with you. If he doesn't fight the next fight an actual boxer, I'm gonna give him one more chance.
You'll give him this.
I'm gonna give him one more chance.
I'm like, you know how I was.
Yeah,
I was like,
instant.
I was like, yeah, I could see him being I'm like, he's taking that shit real, like, he's taking it serious.
Yeah, you're like, you gotta respect him.
You gotta respect him. But like, come on, man.
Yeah.
How can I take
hope
you serious?
Nate Diaz fucks him up though.
Probably will, man.
I love Nate Diaz, man. Real nigga.
Didn't his brother or something like that go to like jail or some shit like that? Or
I don't know if he did. Nick Diaz?
Somebody like there was like a MMA fighter that had went to jail for like shooting somebody for like him like inappropriate.
I don't think Nick did. If anybody did, Nate would have, but I don't think he did. Maybe they got another brother or something.
Some other brother. Then yeah, I'm probably mixing them up. But you know that story, right?
Yeah. No, I never heard that.
Yeah, there was like a MMA fighter, a very popular one that like went to jail for attempted murder or something like that. He shot the dude that was like trying to fuck with his little daughter, bro.
Oh, Cain Velasquez.
Is that who it is?
Mm-hmm. And he got out already.
Okay.
He ended up getting out and shit.
So it's not. It's not a brother. It's Cain Velasquez.
That's Cain Velasquez.
Okay.
Yeah. But he was a fighter too.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for me, man.
Yeah, I hope Nate Diaz beats his ass though. For sure.
you know, like I said, for me with the Jake Paul thing, I'm like, you lost me. You feel me?
Yeah, because Nate Diaz is from Stockton.
Okay.
Real NorCal nigga.
Okay.
I like those niggas because they down to get down. Nigga has the Nate Diaz slap. That's what they call it, the Diaz slap.
What does he do?
He just be slapping the shit out of people.
Oh, I think I did see
He
a
literally
footage
just
of,
bitch slap him real quick.
Yeah, I think I seen somebody about that. Somebody that he like fucking just gave him a good one, bro. Just bah.
Mm-hmm. Well, one more thing since we've been watching it, the King Von doc.
Oh,
What do you think about
Demon Time. Demon Time, bro.
Shit crazy, right?
You know, I think the guy that did the documentary,
Trap Lord Ross.
bro, he put together a crazy like timeline of tweets that probably took him like fucking years.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, there has been multiple. Like every story he told, there's already multiple videos of that one because he charged 10 murders and shit.
I'm just saying though, like that's a lot of research.
No,
and
regardless, he did it the best.
Yeah, I feel like he did it. He tied
But
it all like a whole timeline. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying that when it comes to that story,
became undeniable.
When it comes to that story, like I said, they tied him to 10 murders. Each one of those murders has 20 videos.
Probably hundreds.
Like the KI one.
Yeah.
The KI one where he kills the girl assassin and shit.
Yeah.
I've seen that one like 4 or 5 different videos that I've watched alone just to see if there was different shit.
Okay.
And they're all basically talking about the same shit, but they show tweets and shit.
Yeah.
So it probably made it a little easier, but he took it, like you said.
He put it together. Like
no, Trap Lord Ross is one of the top when it comes to the whole documenting, like, the hood and what's going on.
I never came across him.
What was the other one that we were talking about last time? The other one where they, like, document different gangs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they have videos, you know, nigga, we were talking about it. Or there's the one where he always says, bang.
Shit.
All right, well, there's
bro, I'm like...
But Trap Lord Ross has been doing that same shit for, like, a good couple of years. He's one of the top ones when it comes to that shit. But you guys haven't seen that shit, the King Von documentary? Super crazy, man.
You know, it's just like... We were talking about this a little bit, you know, like the whole mindset and things. Like, I could see why you get sucked into the hole, but I'm just like, fuck, like, if these people would just know that they could be a little wiser, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like use that fuel to do something else. But when we start looking at like, remember we started looking at the murder rate out there in Chicago?
For sure.
And there was a murder a day.
It was like 50-50. It was more than that. It was like 2-3 murders a day.
Well, that was a couple days. There was like a day where there was like 4 murders.
Yeah.
But like we said that like it, like already in this year, it's been what 134, 135 murders.
Yeah.
It probably went up, to be honest with you. You know? So I see why you can get tied into it, you know what I mean? But like, especially at the stage where he was, because I mean, as you see, he was already like doing his thing. He was already making money. You know what I mean? He was already like leaving the hood, you know what I mean? And then he still just couldn't shake it. And that shit,
he was like infected with that shit, bro.
But so like the whole idea is like is so Trap Lord Ross, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's saying that he was a hip hop serial killer, right? He's using that. Like, what do you think about that? Like that right there. Is it?
Well,
is it serial killing or is it just hood shit?
Technically, by the definition, it's serial killing.
Okay.
And that's why that shit really had me thinking is like things that, because I did grow up in the ghetto and shit, like I see it's just normal hood shit. Like, not that I think it's good. Like, especially at this age, I don't fuck with the game. I think it's a waste of time. Like, most of the time, it's an older nigga telling a young nigga what to do. Yeah. And him listening fucking blindly. Yeah. And him getting caught up. And the older nigga ain't gonna do shit for him. You feel me? Yeah. He's just off. Like, you know, there's a lot of family in it. There's a lot of
influence like that for
There's a lot of fucking like, oh, you know what I mean? If you're from a certain block and there's another block, like you could either join, get beat up or smoked by either, or have somebody on your back that lives on the same block as you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and when you don't know any other life, your mom's like not making much, you know, you ain't moving out the hood, like you don't know anything else, like it's easy to, fall into that.
I don't know how we change that. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, this is how we change it. I have no idea how you change that. Yeah. But as far as like what you're saying with the whole like we look at it as like almost being normal, right? Yeah. Like almost. If niggas are out there going out there doing what they gotta do for their hood or for their, you know, retaliations, you know? Yeah. Like, so me, it just seems like normal. But how he broke it down, I'm like, wait a second.
That's a serial killer.
He's a serial killer.
Well, because basically
he's having satisfaction off of it, and he's like, itchy finger, you feel me?
Yeah, because even in the documentary, when he explains like a serial killer, it's like, first of all, killing 3 or more people with space in between.
Yeah.
Also, which he did, obviously. Yeah,
Yeah.
though he linked him to was like 10 bodies.
Yeah.
And then finding satisfaction, like you said.
Yeah.
Finding gratification from other people knowing about it.
Yeah.
And if you watch the documentary, he's tweeting about every
Everything.
single thing. He's like, somebody else gonna die, talking about how many bodies he got. Literally, somebody dies, and 4 minutes later, he tweets and says, who got shot?
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
fucking putting the shit into songs. Like, he literally was getting gratification
Yeah.
from saying it. So, I mean.
And I could see as a rapper, though, why he would also like gain that celebrity.
Yeah.
Because when as far as a consumer of rap, like you're always trying to pick and like kind of pick out who is really
that authenticity.
Living. Yeah, you're exactly like, and that makes it because like for me, like I rather watch a movie based on a true story sometimes over a fiction story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm like, oh shit, this really happened. I'm more invested like that, right?
Yeah.
So the same thing with like him. Of course, he's gonna gain that celebrity, and we talked about it a little bit, right? Like, oh, this nigga's over here getting bodies. It could influence that next generation.
Yeah.
Like this nigga over here getting bodies,
and it did,
and getting money.
I mean, that's what that's basically
like,
what happened with the whole Chicago scene and the whole drill rap. Like, all they do is make music about literally dissing and dissing other people's like that's where that all came from and shit, and stepping on people's graves, shit like that. That's where it all started, and now it's at the next.
I feel like level. I told you already. I feel like it's like little kids though, kind of like just like nah, just like trolling the fuck out of each other until someone gets shot, and then now it's like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Going back and forth. I don't know where like all this gang. I mean, I'm not too tied in like that, right? So I don't know where all the gang stuff like comes from, but I'm just like, damn, nigga, like you. There's bigger things.
It's too much to explain in the end of this podcast, but fucking like these niggas, and what doubled down on it is that this nigga was already getting fame before he was rapping from that, and then like that's what that documentary shows a lot of, is that like the culture in Chicago is you will get more fame. You are basically already a rapper. Off of murdering people.
That street fame.
Off of murder, the street fame. But like for them, it was next level. Like you're a murderer. Like, and we know you're killing people. Like they respect and fear you.
I mean,
his tweets. Have you seen the tweets where he's talking about catching bodies? Those shit's already had like 200 likes and all this shit when he's like fucking not even famous yet.
Yeah, nothing.
You know what I mean?
Especially because like they're all from, you know what I mean? A lot, well, not all of them, but a lot of the people in the beginning probably were like from there. You feel me? And they know exactly what's going on, you know?
And how they said it started with like where he was already on Sebastian. He was probably already going to be a murderer. He already had that in his mind and shit mentality. But what really set it off, when we talked about it, was when he went to jail. And while he was in jail for like a year and a half or some shit, 4 of his close friends got murdered. And as soon as
that's kind of like the snap.
Yeah, and that shit he already wanted to be a murderer before that. Then that happened, and that nigga literally, that's all he cared about was like, think about it. That's you being 12, and you don't get out till you're 14, and as you're 13, you find out 4 of your homies, like your close homies, like
gone.
Niggas you thought were gonna be your best friends and shit forever, are gone and shit, and at the hands of who's at the hands of. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, it's the game they play. You understand? Like,
for sure.
Of course, he's gonna come out and want to do something if that's the game he really wanted to play.
I'm not gonna lie. If something happened to one of my boys, nigga, I'm gonna want to hurt somebody.
I mean,
if something happened to you, I'll fucking hurt somebody.
I get it. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you like, I get that, you know. But
I ain't calling the police. I'm finna slide, nigga.
Damn, man.
Straight up.
Well, let's hope that never happens, bro.
Never,
what I wanted to say though, like, okay, and we spoke about this a little bit, but I want everybody out there and somebody that's tied in, hey man, tap in and like let us know, man. Let us know. With the mentality of a ruthless killer like King Von, right? Was he scared?
I don't think he was scared. I think it was somewhere on the lines of scared, but really, I would look at it as like anxious or like energetic. I've met people. I should say
allegedly.
I've known niggas that have been down that road, let's say.
Yeah.
And I've seen some that are remorseful, and I've seen some that are excited by that shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like almost like after they did it, that shit like infected them, and like
It's almost like a rapper on stage.
They get an excitement from ready to go slide on some shit. Like, so I would think that's where he was at. Like, the way he's talking and shit, you could tell he was on that level where he enjoyed that shit.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm thinking, like, he's already been there before countless times, right? And then, like, niggas start firing on him. Like, is he like, oh, shit? Like, is he scared? Like, hey, I got shot at, mom.
Because he's definitely in some open. Nah, definitely not that. He's definitely not doing that.
It's like, he's like, probably like, oh shit, and then laughing about it, and then like, okay, let's go get these.
He's probably
niggas.
shooting back. Like if they're shooting, like if it's a shootout, I'm sure he's been in shootouts, and they leaving like, whoo, that shit was crazy, bro, type shit. Yeah. But he definitely ain't calling moms and shit.
I guess I can understand it because I've had people tell me too, like when they're involved in like not even just like anything too crazy like that, right?
Yeah.
But like anything that they've been involved in that's like a little bit more edgy. Like, it's like a thrill. It's almost like riding a roller coaster for them. You know what I mean? It's scary, but it's fun.
Think about the military and shit. Like, these niggas will be scared, but then at the same time, like, some of them, that should turn into Call of Duty, nigga. Like,
for sure.
You feel me? Like, they come back with their fucking troops and shit, their platoon and shit, and they're just like, oh, you seen Ruiz out there, blah, blah. Obviously, if somebody gets killed or some shit, it's going to be a sadder moment. But if they come back with a dub and nobody gets killed, they be like, you seen Ruiz catch that grenade and throw it back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen the Corongo Valley, I believe it was, or I think it might have been Restrepo. You seen those documentaries?
No.
You know about them?
No.
Okay, so really quick, like there was an operation where these guys had to like the U.S. military had to go into this like valley, and it was known to like I think be a passageway, for smugglers of weapons and things like that, right? So they were kind of trying to cut it off, and they basically were sitting ducks, my nigga, and they made up this whole little fort there in the middle of this valley, bro. Like niggas were on top of mountains getting these foods, like you feel me? But what I'm trying to get at though with this is a really good documentary, but what I'm trying to get at with it is like the excitement part of it, right? Because there's like a part where there's a gunfight going off, and these dudes are over there with like 50 cows just bah, 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 and like, oh shit, did you just see him like basically
like fucking
explode?
Yeah, disintegrate type shit.
And they're like, oh fuck yeah, like and then it's crazy because you start to see these guys when they're talking like in the interview rooms and shit, and they're just screws are a little off now. You know,
check that out. What's it called?
It's called. So the first one was Restrepo, and Restrepo was actually one of the guys that was in the platoon that got killed. So they named the base Restrepo, and then there's the second part, which is called Corongo Valley, that's what they call that valley, Corongo Valley.
Yeah,
check that shit out, bro.
You know what they tell? I don't know if we talked about this. What they tell them to do if there's a grenade?
No,
what you're supposed to do?
No,
supposed to jump on it.
Come on,
for real.
That's probably just some sick military lingo.
To save the rest of the people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you jump on it, it's gonna save the rest of the people.
Speaking of which, you seen that they try to get the Japanese like president or something like that?
Who did? Oh yeah, I seen that.
Bomb or something like that.
I seen that.
And you seen the way they jumped on him? Like all of them niggas around him just like crawling like spiders with that nigga.
Yeah, I seen that shit. It didn't even explode though.
No, it did explode.
Oh, I didn't see.
Homie.
I seen somebody kick it and like try to slap it with a bag or some shit.
And then it explodes like further out. Like I don't know if anybody got injured or something, but you hear it explode.
They tossed it or what?
I believe they kicked that shit, bro, and like it exploded like fucking like.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoever fucking put the timer on that bitch, that nigga don't know what he's doing. This nigga, what the fuck? Because that nigga threw it and then explode for another. Like, I watched like 20, 30 seconds and it never exploded.
Yeah.
So it had to been like a good minute. Like, nigga.
It was like in a briefcase and shit or something like that.
That's
and then
crazy.
I think Grand Wizard chat, man, that motherfucker got all the meme stuff on like lock, right?
Sure.
So the next slide was like, these niggas try to hit him like the Looney Tunes and the fucking Coyote and Roadrunner.
I don't think I've seen that one. But that's crazy too, with they coming on the heels of the whole. You seen like North Korea that they were shooting the bombs towards Japan and shit?
Yeah,
like that.
So a lot of stuff is shaking up out there.
Yeah, crazy. But
I think that's it, man.
For sure. That's another one. The Dirty 30 episode.
Dirty 30, baby.
Before we get out of here, go Lakers. Let's go. Game 1 down. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep getting it, man.
Hey, where you going? You going to game what?
Game 3.
Game 3, baby.
Game 3. I'm going to be there. Hey, that's another one. It's your boy kanesworld.
For peace sake.
Lights.
For Pete's sake, we're going to have a problem here.